Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Aloha Tuesday. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let me start off by saying, if you were with me yesterday, what did I tell you about Tua? Oh my goodness. Did you guys watch that football game? Why is my camera shaking? My little mount is like... Good morning. What did I tell you guys about Tua? I am so happy and so proud of the work he did yesterday and how he continues to carry himself. I'm so proud. Island people, stand up and cheer for your local peeps because they're all doing big things. Oh my goodness. If you're with me yesterday, I was telling you that I wasn't sure if I'd be able to catch the game because I had to go pick up my son up on the mountain. And every time I go up to his school, good morning, my Wi-Fi doesn't work properly. It's like one of those, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It's like that. But I actually parked on the rooftop of the parking structure. And I could catch pretty good. Like, it was slower, but I was still catching. So I was watching, like, everybody's posts because people were posting, like, the score and whatnot. So the first half of the game, the last post I saw before my son finished practice, Alabama was down. And I was like, oh, man. So my son finished. I go down. I pick him up. I'm like, we got to hurry up and get home. I said, and then so we're talking about the score. He's like, yeah, I know. So I guess while he was at practice, they were all like, maybe during their water breaks or something. Maybe even the coaches were checking for the score and stuff. But we cut through traffic, got something to eat, and then on our way home, like, we made it home enough to watch, like, the ending of the game. Oh my goodness. We were totally yelling and chee-hooing and, like, getting up and jumping around. It was so much fun. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So as I'm being Portuguese, I'm gonna get ready. As you see, I did my eyebrow with Mocha Java Shimmer. I love that color. I use it on my eyebrow, my eyelids, everything. And once it's dry, it's not gonna go anywhere. But since I did my eyes a little darker today, I used pink frost on my whole lid. And in the corners, I darkened with garnet. So since my eyes are a little darker than I usually do, I'm gonna go with a pale lip. So I'm gonna use Fire Opal. Fire Opal. Let's try her. As I be Portuguese. So we're watching the game. We got to watch the ending of the game. We're yelling and chee-hooing. And let me tell you, after he did his interview and they're talking to him, and he started to walk away from the camera, I knew exactly where he was going. I told my family, I said, he's gonna go look for his dad. And they're like, what? How you know? I said, I know he's going to go look for his dad. And sure enough, I said, even if he has to jump over those stands, he's going to get to his dad. And sure enough, his mommy and his daddy and his brother and his sisters were there waiting for him. So happy for them. Congratulations. Thank you, Nick Saban. I was starting to be like, what is he thinking? But hey, that's why you're the man. That's why you have all those championships. Such a good game. If you didn't watch it, it's all over. And okay, because we're like a sports family, right? Like, my son is always watching like ESPN and stuff. So we watch a lot of Stephen A. Smith and like first take and all that stuff. Stephen A. Smith gave Tua his own nickname. So he doesn't call him Tua. He doesn't call him by his last name. He calls him Tago. Tago. I was like, Tago? But, you know, it's a term of endearment. When people give you a nickname and they, you know, that's awesome. That's like one of my nephews, when he was in high school, he was a fullback for Waianae High School. And what an honor. He was given the nickname of Choo Choo Ligse from Coach Larry Price. And once Larry Price gave him that name, everybody started calling him Choo Choo. Because he would just come in like a steam train. It was so much fun watching my nephew. And it continues to be fun to watch Tua and all the other local people out of Hawaii that are doing big things. Island people, stand up and be proud. Support all of our local athletes and entertainers. We have so much talent here in the islands. And it's not just in football. Granted, in football, we do have some really major ones. And that's not just nowadays. Like, we've had talented people for decades and decades that came out and did really, really big things. So, but right now in the limelight, we have Mariota, Manti Te'o, Max Holloway, Tua Tagovailoa, and even Taulia. Keep an eye out for his younger brother Taulia, because he's also breaking records out in Alabama at his high school right now. He did it here while he was at Kapolei, and he's doing it now that he's out in Alabama. So sad to, we miss them, but I'm so excited for what the future has. And don't be sleeping on the ladies' skills, because we got some talented ladies out there too. Music, all kinds of, the world better watch out. The world better watch out. So if you didn't catch the game yesterday, go ahead and catch the replays. They were replaying it right after the game was done, because we watched it twice. Too much fun. Today I'm using Fire Opal. See, I like that pale lip with the lip. I could have went darker in my eyes, but I like that pale lip. Fire Opal, how you, baby? Anywho, so football was a good thing. Yesterday was a lot of kids' first day back to school. Hallelujah. And then I think a lot of other schools are starting today. So congratulations, mommies and daddies, if you're giving your kids back to their teachers. Speaking of teachers, before school started this year, there was like a viral video going around, and it was a lady, a mom, and she was in like a Walmart or something. She was school shopping, and she was talking about their school supplies list and how people, they whine and moan about the long list of things that you got to get the teachers. And then she's like explaining, like, those teachers are going to plan and, take your kids for 7 hours, 5 days a week. And then she started talking about how you should appreciate your teachers, which, yes, absolutely. Yes, you should be appreciating your kids' teachers, whether they go to a public school, private school, as long as your kids are going to a school and you're not homeschooling them. Mind you, if you're homeschooling them, big ups to you, because that is a full-time job too. Like, not only are you, making sure your kids are fed and clean and all that good stuff, but if you're homeschooling them, my goodness, extra pat on the back and kudos to you. But appreciate your teachers. Teachers, you guys have the hardest job. One of the hardest jobs, though, I think, is dealing with the parents. Not just the kids. Because going through and watching, like, my own kids go to school and stuff, I see how some of the parents behave sometimes. And then I'm like, no wonder. So, makes me think, like, I better be good. Like, teach my son some good things. And I better act right when I'm in public, too. Like, otherwise people will be like, oh, poor thing, that boy. But teachers, man, you guys have a hard job. They probably enjoyed their Christmas break. I'm sure they did. Appreciate your teachers. My son was really blessed to have awesome teachers. And it started from kindergarten. He didn't go to preschool, but starting from kindergarten, he had awesome teachers. His kindergarten teacher, her name is Mrs. Sui. She was totally awesome. I want to say the year that he had her, that was like her first year at that school. Not teaching, but her first year at that school, because she transferred from a different school. And she was totally awesome. She was very nurturing, but she had a way of getting the kids' attention because, you know, at 5 years old, my son was 4 when he started kindergarten. So at 4 and 5, maybe even you had some that were almost 6 years old. Their attention span is about this big, that long. It's about that long, maybe even that long. Kids' attention span at that age, yeah, about that long. She had a way of getting their attention and teaching them stuff. Like, she taught them words, how to read words. Good morning. My son's kindergarten teacher was so amazing and awesome. She taught them words that first day of orientation, which, mind you, she only had them for like maybe 45 minutes because it was one of those when your kids start kindergarten. Good morning. Good morning. When your kids start kindergarten, they try and break them in now. Like back in my days, when you started school, they just throw you to the wolves. Like, full day, okay, bye, mom, wah, whatever. Like, you suck it up. But nowadays, they break the kids in. Good morning. I'm good. How are you? We should. Are you flying today? Flying somewhere fun, doing something really fun, I'm sure. But like nowadays when kids go to school, they break them in. So my son's kindergarten teacher taught them words in like 45 minutes or something crazy like that. It was nuts. I was like, how does she do that? Totally amazing. But now it's time for me to get in there and get my day going. Today I did fire opal for my lips. Hello, hello, aloha. It is early in the morning here. And I'm usually on here in the morning getting ready for work. Thank you. Much love. Hope you have an awesome day. Throw some aloha and some love out into the world. Throw some shakas wherever you are, because that's what we do. Which, by the way, I did throw some shakas today when I was driving to work. Because, once again, people, I love it when people show aloha. I was trying to get into the lane next to me so I could merge into the next lane. And I put on my blinker, and I love, because one of my pet peeves when I'm driving is when somebody throws a blinker on and the people behind start speeding up. That's so rude. So I love it when people show aloha when they're driving. So I threw on my blinker and the person behind me started to slow down because I saw the light started to slow down. I was like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I went into that lane and threw up my shaka. So wherever you are, throw some shakas, throw some love out into the world. Be back tomorrow right here because tomorrow's my Hot Hula Wednesday. You know how I love, 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 love my Hot Hula Wednesdays. And let me tell you, my first class of the year was last week and my class was fire. My ladies were lit. We're cracking up laughing, shaking what our mama gave us. And what do you know, before you know it, they're like, wow, an hour went by and they was totally busting their kulus. I love it. So if you can make it fun, whatever it is that you're doing, because I see a lot of people's resolutions. I see a lot of people's New Year's resolutions. So whatever it is, make it fun. Whether it's you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to, whatever it is that you're trying to do to better yourself for this year. Because you don't need a new you. You just want to better you. Like that Lucy lady. I love to watch her, by the way. She's on Instagram, I think. But her thing was better her. Better skin, better hair, better body, better everything. So yes, you don't need a new you. You need a better you. So whatever it is, to make a better you, you make it fun. So that you want to do it again and again and again. That's what I do. I do stuff that is fun, fun, fun. Now, I'm going to go in there. And I'm going to make my job fun, fun, fun. Yes, I do. I will be making trouble to some contractors. Maybe even some of our tenants. Definitely to my co-workers. I love to do that. Makes my day go by fast and it brings me joy. So do what brings you joy. I love you. Throw some shakas and I see you tomorrow.